Well, Bob's Game has supported us in the past, and they have linked to us again on their forum. Or did they even embed us?
Yeah.
They embedded us on bobsgame.com. So where's that $10 yen tax 19? I expect that in our donation, in our chip-in shortly. Forums.bobsgame.com in particular, he wants me to say. Why wouldn't you like the TSG button? You don't need to use that. It's only when you're having problems. It lets you reload the streams without reloading the entire page, so it's quicker for you and it has less drain on our servers. So it's generally supposed to be a win-win option. Have I seen Phil without his hat? On rare occasions, yes. But he always has his hat close by, and sometimes it's just hovering a little bit above his head. Depends on what mood the hat's in. SNES version of FF5 or GBA? You got an opinion?
Of this game?
Actually, wait. Final Fantasy V was not translated on Super Nintendo. They didn't translate it until PlayStation version, and then the GBA version later. So yeah, if you get the Super Nintendo one, it's going to be in Japanese, just so you know. And wouldn't work on the North American Super Nintendo either.
That's so funny of me. What the crap is this game talking about? Okay, so toss doesn't work on robots.
What? You can't toss money at robots? What's the world of coming to?
I don't even know. Why don't you know, Cody?
Eat some lunch? I'd love to, actually. Let's see here. Okay, if you want to leave, that's your own prerogative. If you think the mods are mistreating you, you can send an email to tech@thespeedgamers.com, and we can look into our logs just to see. There's always a chance it's an accident, but generally we can be strict when you are breaking the rules, and the rules are available on the FAQ page on those sites, so it's not a bad thing to familiarize yourself with them. If you've promoted, first off, if you're a member of the forum, we have a promotion topic in the events section that you should post in, and you should get a medal out of that. If you're not on the forum, you could sign up, that'd be nice, but you could also send an email with your link to comments@thespeedgamers.com, and we are going to be handing out prizes based on people who have promoted, so you might win something out of it. For the prizes, we've got, I think we've awarded both of our Cactuars plushies, along with replica Phil hats. We also have two of these Christmas Chocobo plushies. Everything's messed up here. We have a figure of Titus from Final Fantasy X. That game's coming up later. I've got packs from Mana Potions of the actual potions and mouse pads and all that. Speaking of mouse pads, Ruju had donated to us this Final Fantasy VII Advent Children mouse pad. Those plushies I showed earlier were Skeletor 1991. And then there's also this Cloud plushie. Well, this is actually technically Advent Children as well. Holding a little Aerith doll, I suppose, and got his ridiculously shaped sword on his back. Oh yes.
Rolled up Bobo. Are you alright, Mark?
I'm gonna want to eat something before
Want some watermelon or anything?
Not water, something real.
Like a ham sandwich or like a fast food?
Yeah, that'd be probably alright, but...
Ham, cheese, and...
Sure, that sounds good actually.
A lot of ham or just a little bit?
Medium? I don't know. It's just gonna... Yeah, okay. We've got a album from when I went to Video Games Live concert. And a t-shirt to go with it. A few of our members have gone to that same concert, which was actually very entertaining. Let's see here. Haven't looked at the chat for a bit. What do we have here? Yeah, Chase popped in there briefly. For this game, Bill's been all over the place with jobs, so nothing specific for anyone here. No specific mage class. I've seen him with 4 black mages going at it, so... Gosh. A good donation to get Lionheart on the first disc. I think that's mostly luck-based, but we might be able to do that. Oh, Q-Miser, you're gonna try to follow me on Final Fantasy 3? Good luck. If you have more sleep than me, then you might go faster, though I practiced a little bit and have a walkthrough next to me. Right here, I got the walkthrough for Final Fantasy 3 DS, which helped a lot, but I don't understand why there are errors in the maps and some of the notes they give in here. I don't know how that's possible for a walkthrough. How long is it? I'm expecting 15 hours, maybe around that. I don't know what you're talking about, Zach, and your power glove. Oh, you want to know the difference between Final Fantasy? Okay. Ignore everything after 7, because those match and released the same in Japan and North America. It's Final Fantasy 1 through 6 that are different. Japan released 1 through 6 in order as those names, but they were very skeptical of what the North American market would take of it. So Final Fantasy was released as Final Fantasy, then they held off, and when Final Fantasy 4 came out in Japan, they released Final Fantasy, that same game, under the title Final Fantasy 2 in North America. Then they held off again, and when Final Fantasy 6 was released in Japan, it was released as 3 in North America. And another little extra thing to it, Final Fantasy 4 in Japan I think it had a difficulty setting to it, but they, in the North American release, they only offered the really easy version. And because they thought, oh, North Americans, they're terrible, they'll be terrible at RPG games, so they'll get bored fast, so we better make it easy so they can get through the game quicker. So, that things have changed since then. They've re-released official translations of every one of the games they missed, at least once. And